Good morning. And is this a good morning or what? Thank you so much for joining us as we celebrate a historic milestone at Lourdes University. We are excited to announce and introduce our ninth president. In my 13 years of service here at Lourdes, the institution has enhanced and grown its enrollment, its endowment, academic and student life programs, opened new residence halls, campus ministry house, and added competitive athletic programs. Go Grey Wolves. But I am confident that our newest leader will bring even more excitement in years to come. Before the announcement is made, I want to personally say thank you for the privilege of serving you as the interim president this academic year. It has and will continue to be a privilege and a wonderful opportunity for me. The Lourdes community, all of you, have given me so much support and so many wonderful memories. And for that, I am very grateful. But today is not about me. So without further discussion, I would like to introduce the Lourdes University Board of Trustees Chair, my boss, my colleague, my friend, Thomas B. Geiger Jr., who will share a few words about the search process and do the honors of introducing our ninth president.
Thank you, Dr. Allison. Jen, your leadership today and tomorrow has been vital to the success of Lourdes University. We thank you for your dedication, consideration, and most of all, your friendship. I don't know about all of you, but this is very exciting, and I'm really nervous. 11 months ago, Lourdes University began a quest to identify a person with the character and qualities that best suited to lead the university. For over 55 years, Lourdes has been blessed with outstanding leaders who embody Catholic, Franciscan values, and they have ensured that those values remain a part of the central fabric of Lourdes University. The President's work has been a testament to the values established by our sponsors, the Sisters of St. Francis, nearly 100 years ago. It's not an easy process, and I'd like to take this time to recognize members of the Presidential Search Committee. Our most recent Board of Trustees Chairman, Joe Natra, agreed to become the chairman of the Search Committee. Joe's dedication to Lourdes, but also his intimate understanding of the role of president, made him the absolute right choice for the job. Joe, would you stand and be recognized? Comprised of a cross-section of the Lourdes community. Trustees, faculty, staff, students, and Sisters of St. Francis. For all of those search committee members who are present, including Teresa Hall, please stand and accept our most sincere thanks. Have known one or more than one of our past presidents. So you understand clearly that we had some big shoes to fill. The search committee and the board understood that there was not one magical trait, one singular quality that was going to help us identify the right candidate. Partnering with AGB Search, a well-respected national search firm, we attracted candidates from 24 states and from Canada. The search committee and the board of trustees worked to identify criteria for us to apply to each candidate's resume and skill set. A leader who not only understands but embraces Catholic Franciscan values. A leader who is dedicated to investing in the strengths and partnering with the communities at large, the Lourdes community, the Savannah community, and the greater Toledo community. A leader who understands the need for both traditional and non-traditional students. And finally, a leader who is committed to building the excellence of this institution and who had a proven track record in growth. I also want to thank the Lourdes community at large. As the 4 finalists visited our campus, the search committee was blessed with campus-wide participation in interviews, private meetings, and open forums. Your comments were extremely helpful to the process. Your observations and your listening skills gave the search committee and the executive committee the type of information that we needed to know. The process is complete. The Board of Trustees has selected an individual whose character and values and skill set best meet the criteria we set forward. Most importantly, we believe it's an individual who has the strength and understanding and humility to grow in the job itself and also lead the Lourdes University community for years to come. At this time, I ask Joe Nachtrop to escort to the stage Lourdes University's 9th president. Dr. Livingston comes to Lourdes University by way of Erie, Pennsylvania, where he is currently serving as the Vice President of Advancement at Mercyhurst University. Prior to his role as Vice President, he served the institution in a number of different capacities as professor, Faculty Senate President, and Chairman of the Department of Religious Studies. During his time at Mercyhurst, the university thrived. It has experienced record-breaking enrollment and added new academic programs and expanded its campus facilities. Dr. Livingston has been a driving force in advancement, and some of his recent accomplishments include developing a study abroad program which now serves 100 students a year and resulted in Mercyhurst opening an international campus in Ireland, making a substantial improvement to the Student Recreational Center, increasing the average yearly contribution to the university by over 80%, raising more than $33 million of the institution's current $50 million capital campaign 2 years ahead raising more than $10 million for the university's new academic building, which opened just last summer. Dr. Livingston will assume the role of president of Lourdes University on July the 1st. We will keep everyone updated about the formal plans for his inauguration that will happen sometime in the fall of next year. But before we hear from Dr. Livingston, I would like to invite to the stage Sister Mary John Wagner, the Congregational Minister of Sisters of St. Francis, to share some words.
We come today to name and to celebrate our new leader for Lourdes University. We thank our God for the wisdom and the grace of the journey. I come to you as the congregational leader of the Sisters of St. Francis and our sponsored ministries to assure you that our leadership team has been a significant part of the selection journey. We've joyfully accepted the recommendation of the Lourdes University Board of Trustees and have appointed our new president, Dr. David Livingston, and we continue to pray that the shared vision of this, our new president, and of our administration, our faculty, our staff, and our students will move us into a future that creates an even stronger Lourdes University within our Franciscan mission. I too welcome you, David, and you, Joan, to the Franciscan family.
And now I would like to present to you the 9th president of Lourdes University, Dr. David J. Livingston.
Thank you so much. It is an incredible honor to be here. A little overwhelming, to be honest. It is an honor to be chosen to become the 9th president of Lourdes University. I want to thank Sister Mary John Wagner and the congregation of the Sisters of St. Francis of Sylvania. I also want to thank Mr. Joseph Nachtraub and the entire search committee for the countless hours they put into this search process, as well as Mr. Thomas Geiger Jr. for his leadership of the Board of Trustees, and to the entire Board of Trustees for their leadership of this university. I would like to thank President Janet Robinson and former President Bob Helmer for adding so much to this fine institution over the last decade. In addition, I would like to thank a few people who made it possible for me to be here today. My parents and my sister and brother, who instilled in me the desire to challenge myself and to serve others with my leadership. My colleagues and the students at Mercyhurst University, who have taught me so much about the genuine meaning of higher education. My children, Matt and Sarah, who could not be with us today, but have inspired me to never settle and to dream big. Finally, I want to thank my lifetime friend, my partner, and my wife, Joan, who has been with me for 25 years and has believed in me even when I have doubted myself. Lourdes University, from its founding, has been served by the community of the Sisters of St. Francis. And it carries the charism and the spirit of the sisters to this day. Its Franciscan roots, its commitment to education as a transformative act for both the individual and society, and its focus on the liberal arts and professional education were some of the characteristics which drew me to Lourdes University. Over the past 55 years, Lourdes has been a community of learning, a place of conversation and debate, a place that challenged the mind and nurtured the soul, and a place that trained people with practical skills that allowed them to excel in a challenging economy. It is important to acknowledge that higher education faces significant challenge in our contemporary context, and that Lourdes University will not be spared these challenges. Higher education is facing a shrinking demographic of 18-year-olds, an economy that increasingly demands of its workers that they earn a higher ed degree, and a public and government frustrated with the expenses of higher education. Those who seek a degree find it increasingly difficult to afford a degree, and they are demanding greater flexibility in how higher education is delivered, as well as greater accountability in terms of the education they receive. In addition, society is demanding more of its citizens as informed participants in the democratic process and as ethical and responsible global citizens. These concerns have been raised in op-ed pieces across the country, as well as, most recently, in the State of the Union address. These challenges are real, and Lourdes has responded to them and will continue to respond to them. What I want to emphasize is that the mission of Lourdes University and the demands of society are increasingly overlapping in many very important ways. Lourdes University has always been a place that serves students where they were. It is a place that serves non-traditional students, first-generation students, and students who are challenged by issues of affordability and accountability. It serves students who seek a community where people not only know your name, but are willing to spend the time it takes to get to know your dreams, and even further, to help you achieve those dreams. It is a place that offers students beauty and tranquility, a rich tradition of values, and it is a place where students can live out these values through service opportunities. Lourdes University is a place that has inspired me from afar, and I want to remind all of you today about what a special place you have in which to study, work, and live. One of my favorite poems from Wendell Berry has a line in it which reads, "You are the known way, leading always to the unknown. And you are the known place to which the unknown is always leading me back." You don't have to remember that for the quiz. Though I am quite confident that Wendell Berry did not mean to reference a university in this poem, I believe it captures what is best about a university education. You are the known way, leading always to the unknown. The known way is the path of a liberal arts education, for education always leads one to the unknown. Some believe that a great university is that place which leads its students to knowing, not to unknowing, to certainty, not to doubt, to a set of absolute truths, not to additional questions. Certainly, higher education does lead a student to many knowns, many facts, many techniques, and many theories which are practical for solving problems in the world. This is a valid and important part of our mission. But it is even more important to recognize that a quality education persuades us that there is always more that we do not know than that we do know. Education leads one to be humble, not arrogant. It leads one to listen more often than to speak. And it leads one to ask the right questions and to creatively seek innovative solutions. Employers look to higher education for employees who can interpret the future, who can see around the corners, and who will not settle for the way things have always been. Society looks to higher education to do more than educate people for work, but to educate people for life, to inspire the next generation of artists and entrepreneurs, and to train those who will serve as leaders in industry and society. We live in a global society which demands of us a cultural awareness and sophistication that is respectful and engaging of difference. Lourdes University educates people to be these workers and these citizens. This is what has excited me about the collegiate atmosphere since I was an undergraduate almost 30 years ago, and is what continues to excite me about being on the Lourdes University campus today. Lourdes University is a place where we are challenged to seek the good, the true, and the beautiful, and to never stop asking the questions. And this is where the second half of the line becomes so important. And you are the known place to which the unknown is always leading you back. Lourdes University is the place that we hope our alumni will always lead back to by their life questions. We hope this will be a place where they return again and again to be inspired and to reconnect to lifelong friends that they made while walking these hallways, as well as to drop in on the professors who became their mentors. This university is a community built on the relationships which occur in the classroom between students and faculty, which occur on the basketball court between player and coach, and which occur in the dorm room or the cafeteria between one student and another. As a community, Lourdes will continue to ask the most compelling questions, and Lourdes faculty and students will offer answers that they have uncovered in their research. Higher education is a noble enterprise, which I have been blessed to be a part of all of my adult life. I invite you to join me in making Lourdes University an increasingly creative, respectful, interesting, and exciting place to live and learn, and a place that offers a transformational experience for our students. This will be my goal, but I cannot achieve it on my own. This is our community of learning, and it is our commitment to each other that will allow this great school to thrive. Once again, I would like to say that I am honored to be chosen as the 9th president of Lourdes University, and I commit to you that I will strive to live up to the rich legacy that the sisters and the 8 previous presidents have built for Lourdes University over the past 5 decades. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Dr. Livingston. We are so glad you're here, and as you commit to us, we commit and promise to you to be all that we can so that Lourdes will continue to grow and thrive and be the place it's meant to be in our future, as well as it has been in the past. At this time, I'd like to call Sister Ann Carmen Burlman to offer a special blessing.
Gracious God, for all that has been, we say thanks. For all that has been, we say thanks. For our sponsors, the Sisters of St. Francis, who saw education as a way to transform lives. We say thanks. For those generous pioneers, religious and lay, whose creativity and commitment helped us grow. We say thanks. For students who found their way to Lourdes and discovered themselves to be more confident learners and leaders. We say thanks. For the dreamers, the educators who expanded out into the community, and risk takers who shaped programs and transformed us into a college and then into university.
We say thanks.
For the students, faculty, staff, and administrators who honored our traditions and moved us into a new generation of traditions.
We say thanks.
Gracious God, today is a new day, a long day in coming, a day full of joyful expectation. Loving God, you have begun this good work in us. For all that will be, we say yes. For all that will be,
we say yes.
For the freedom to move with the best of our past into the future.
We say yes.
For an open spirit that stretches our welcome of President Livingston and his wife and their family into the days, months, years ahead.
We say yes.
For a renewed commitment to our identity as a community of learning, of reverence, of service.
We say yes.
For the opportunity to begin a new adventure at Lourdes with our new president.
We say yes.
For the call to share our lives and dreams with our students, to share our talents and energies as collaborators and colleagues.
We say yes.
We are the Lourdes University community, rooted in Catholic and Franciscan traditions, providing a values-centered education that enriches lives and advances academic excellence. We do this through the integration of the liberal arts and professional studies. We believe that President Livingston is committed to sharing this responsibility with us, grateful for his willingness to bring his gifts to the service of this, we believe, God's work. We promise him our support as we move forward together, and
We say yes.
And now, we ask Dr. Livingston to stand as we raise our hands in blessing, using the blessing that Francis loves so dearly. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord let his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord look upon you with kindness and give you peace. Amen.
Amen.
It never comes someplace not that present.
David and Joan, welcome. What you see in front of you is your first illustration of the Lourdes. Thank you all so much for coming to be with us this morning. It has been very, very exciting. I'm thrilled. And I can't tell you how much fun it has been for the search committee and the board to go through this process. And the fun of the process was all of the people who were involved in the process. We shared opinions, some not the same, but we all learned from the experience and grew from the experience and understood respect for one's opinion, and that we could all come together and learn in this whole process and move Lourdes forward. So I know that all of you would love the chance to meet David and Joan, but we have the media that's standing behind this wall that we're in, and we have to to excuse ourselves and go talk to the various different TV stations and newspaper. So you are welcome to enjoy refreshment. Thank you for your attendance. Thank you for your support of the university.